Yo, your boy back MC talking about the one and only Snoop Digo Double Jizzle. Rest in peace Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace Easy E. Rest in peace Nate Dogg. Rest in peace Tupac. Rest in peace Biggie. So here we go. Talking about my boy. You know, Snoop Dogg, aka the Dog Father. LBC. You know where we at. Make sure you come through. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, here we go. Let's go. 1, 2 for you. 1, 2, 3 into the four. Snoop Doggy Dogg is at the way. That's your dope. Calvin Cordero Brodus Jr., born October 20th, 1971, known professionally as Snoop Dogg, aka Snoop Doggy Dogg, is an American rapper, songwriter, record producer, songwriter, and actor. A key figure in the West Coast hip hop, he helped define G Funk, which birthed church funk in the gangster rap, and is often regarded as one of the greatest rappers of all times. Known for his signature drawl, delivery, and melodic flow, his lyrics frequently address social issues such as recreational drug use, aka marijuana, and gun violence, aka the born Calvin Cardozo Brodus Jr., October 20th, 1971, which makes him 54 years old, from Long Beach, California. He's also the cousin of Brandy, Ray J, and the rest of Mercedes. Other names: Snoop Doggy Dogg, Snoop Lion, Big Snoop Dogs, Dog Fight, Snoop Rock, DJ Snoopadelic, Snoopzilla, 5Z, Snoop, and Ninja Nigarachi. Occupation: rapper, singer, songwriter, record producer, media personality, entrepreneur, and actor. Years after 1991 to present. Works, albums, singles, guest appearances, productions, filmography, title, founder of Doggy Style Records, owner of Death Row Records, executive creator, consultant of Death Down Records, spouse Shantae Taylor, which has been married since 1997. Same year Biggie died, children four, relatives, Big Wharton, half brother, Nate Dogg cousin, Brandon Norwood cousin, Ray J cousin, RBS cousin, Mr. Malik cousin, Daz Dillinger cousin, Little and a Half Dead cousin, Mercedes Monroe cousin, aka the wrestler from WWE, and now AEW. Barley James, Uno, the activist cousin, awards for St. John's, West Coast hip hop, G Funk, gangster rap, labels, Death Row, Aftermath, and Scope, Gamma Create, Doggy Style, Empire, Def Jam, RCA Inspiration, E1, I Am, Other, Columbia, RCA, MCA, Giffen, Star Trek, spelled Trak, not like the show, it was spelled Trek. Priority Capital, EMI, No Limits, member of Mount Westmore, QDT, the East Siders. Mount Westmore is like Coast Ice Cube, E40, Snoop Dogg, Too Short. What's my favorite? Why you gotta say it like short? You know, because Snoop Dogg got the yay yay. E40 got that my realization. Snoop Dogg got me Snoopy Dizzle. Of course, 213, rest in peace, Nate Dogg. And that's also Warren G. Of course, Snoop Dogg, 7 Days of Funk. Of course, no, the East Siders come out and play. It's Trey D and Goldie Lock. Or Snoop Dogg. He rose to prominence in 1992 to his collaboration with Dr. Dre, first on the single Deep Cover and later on the Chronic, including Nothing But a G Thing, Baby. Death Row comes and pay me. Producers by Dr. Dre, his debut album Doggy Style, 1993, debuted at the top of the Billboard 200 with 806,000 copies sold in the first week. Album spawned the hit singles What's My Name and Gin and Juice, later receiving quadruple platinum certification by Recording Industry Association of America, aka RIAA. His second album, The Dog, Father, 1996, also debuted at number Wiggity Wiggity. What? Also, after leaving Death Row Records, Snoop Dogg signed with Master P, one of my heroes in the game. Master P, 50 Cent, JT, the Big Figure, and Tech Nine. Yeah, Master P was the man. With No Limit Records and so continued success with his albums, the game is to be told, not to be sold, not to be. In the last meal 2000, his album RG Rhythm and Gangster, the masterpiece 2004, spawned the single Drop It Like It's Hard. When the pig's trying to get you, drop it like it's hard. When the William and Yoinga, Sean John got the baddest. 1 3 SENWG's DO Double G with Pharrell, his first Billboard Hot 100 #1 in later years. He adopted the alias Snoop Lion, under which he released reggae albums. Reincarnated in 2014. 2013, And with the namesake documentary film about his experience in Jamaica. Jamaica, welcome to Jamaica. Experiencing the albums also followed by Pharrell produced Bush 2015 and the gospel album Bible of Love 2018. In 2022, he acquired Death Row Records from MNRK Music Group and released BODR 2022. Snoop Dogg has sold over 35 million records worldwide. In 2022, he co-headlined the Super Bowl, I think 16 or whichever you call it. LBI halftime show, earning a primetime Emmy Award. He has received several accolades, including 17 Grammy Awards, nominations, 2 Sports Emmy Awards, and a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It would be a dang shame if he didn't. It would be a dang shame. Outside of the music, he has appeared in numerous films and media, including serving as a coach for on The Voice. Good show. And he also coached a kids basketball team. You know what I mean. Helping children and helping adults. And first of Martha Stewart. Breaking the fourth wall right now. You know what I mean. Early life. Calvin Kadir Brodus was born on October 20th, 1971 in Long Beach, California to Beverly Tate, 1951 to 2021, and Varnell Venato, the recipe Snoop Dogg mom, who was a Vietnam War veteran singer and mail carrier, left the family only 3 times after Snoop's birth because he was named after his stepfather, Calvin Cordes Brodus Sr., 1948 to 1984. His biological father remained largely absent from his life. As a boy, his mother nicknamed him Snoopy due to his love for the likeness of the cartoon character from Peanuts. He was the second of his mother's 3 sons. Snoop Dogg was raised Baptist and began singing and playing piano for Golgotha Trinity Baptist Church. When he was very young, his mother was a member of the church choir, was one of his prime musical influences growing up, introducing him to the old school R&B music in his youth. Snoop Dogg sold candy, delivered newspapers, and begged groceries. Snoop Dogg was described as having been a dedicated student and enthusiastic churchgoer, active in choir and football. His sixth grade student, Snoop Dogg began rapping. He would frequently rap in school. As he recalled, when I rapped in the hallways school, I would draw such a big crowd. Yeah. Hallways and was drawn to people that loved him so much and dearly that the principal would think there was a fight going on because it seemed it was the bigger ruckus people coming to see him. It made me begin to realize that I had a gift. I could tell my raps and interest people that made me interested in myself. Yeah. Haha. In the teenage years, Snoop Dogg began engaging in unlawful activities and joining gangs. Despite his mother's preventive efforts, he was a member of the Rolling Twenties Crips gang in the East Side. That's probably where he got the name East Siders from this other group. Got 213, Dog Pound, and East Siders. And No Limit. Native of Long Beach in 1993. However, he denied the freak police and media reports by saying that he never joined the gang. Shortly after graduating from Long Beach Polytechnic High School in 1989, the year before I was born, he was arrested for possession of cocaine and for the next 3 years was frequently incarcerated, including at Wayside Jail with the two cousins, Nate Dogg and Lil One Half Dead and friend Warren G. He recorded homemade tapes with one title. Over the counter attracted some label interest. The four called their group 213 after the area code of the native Long Beach at the time and recorded their first four-song demo with a local VIP record store. One of Snoop's early solo freestyles, Over Hold On by In Vogue, was on a mixtape. The ferocity wound with Dr. Dre. The influential producer was so impressed by the sample that he called Snoop Dogg to audition in 1991 for his label Death Row Records, then known as Future Shock, formerly NWA affiliate American rapper Tracy William Curry, better known as the DOC. You know what it is. I am not a jackass. Me, I'm not a donkey. Taught him to structure his lyrics and separate the themes into verses, hooks, and choruses. Music career 1991 to 1997, Death Row, Dogg Style, and Dogg Pound. When he began recording, young rappers took the stage name Snoop B, Snoop Doggy Dogg. He was introduced to Dr. Dre by Warren G, who gave him the Dog, Snoop Dogg's cassette tape. Snoop Dogg then signed with Dr. Dre's label Future Shock Records, which later became known as Death Row Records. Dr. Dre began working with him first on the theme songs of the 1992 film Deep Cover and You Don't Stop because it wasn't they seven on the undercover. And then Dr. Dre debut solo album, The Chronic. Ooh, we love each other. It's like just like that and the enjoy yourself and scare you and let me ride. Rolling my 644. Is it Dre? Is it Dre? Along with the other members of his former starting the group, the Dog Pound. Death Row got the bar to the break in. No, don't stop to the early morning. It's a crazy mixed up world. It's a doggy dog world. It's your world. Death Row. You give me 10, I'll be bunk all 10. I'm the Mad Daddy. Maddie said, I scratch you up with my claws. You can't mess with me. The big burning man, the phenomenon coming is the rock nitrogen. The Jets is supposed to play with a considerable part in making Snoop Dogg's debut album, Doggy Style, the critical and commercial success. It was filling the sentence of the West Coast G Funk era. What Gary so what Nate Dogg said, it's a G Funk era, funk that with a gangster twist. If you know what I know, you don't wanna step to this. I'm tweaking into a whole new era. G-Funk, step to us, I dare you. Chords, strings, we bring melodies. G-Funk, where rhythm is life, and life is rhythm. If you know what I know, they be dropping and yelling, it's a tad bit late. Nate Dogg and Warren G had to regulate. The need of something else. It's a G. One of them things the sexiest. Yeah, ooh, I like your style. My car broke down with your leg. Me ride. Got a car full of girls and looking real swell. Next side is East Side Hotel. And Nate Dogg had somebody turn cold. I been dropping and yelling, so I turned me late. Nate Dogg and Warren G had to regulate. G-Folk hip hop singles. Who am I? What's my name? And Gin and Juice reached the top 10 most played songs in the United States, and the album stayed on the Billboard charts for several months. Gangsta rap became a center of arguments about censorship and labeling, with Snoop Dogg often used as an example of his Masonic and violent music resistance. Unlike many of the harder, edgier rappers, gangster rap artists, Snoop Dogg seemed to show a soft side according to music journalist Chuck Phillips. Shout out Chuck Phillips. Rolling Stones and his critic Torre, shout out to Torre, asserted that Snoop Dogg had a relatively soft vocal delivery compared to other rappers. Snoop's vocal style to parties distinguishes him where many rappers scream fearlessly and later he speaks softly. Doggy style, much like the Chronic, feature a host of rappers signed to the affiliate with Death Row Records label, including Daz Jones, Group Nate Dogg, and others. And the others include Lady of Rage, Rest in Peace to Joel, Rest in Peace to Nate Dogg. Snoop Dogg in 1995. In 1993, Snoop Dogg was charged with the first-degree murder for shooting a member of a rival gang. We're going to skip that part. Let's talk about the focus, the positivity, my knowledge. And after the acquittal, Snoop Dogg and the mother of his son-in-law with Canal said pit bulls moved into 5,000 square foot, which is 460 millimeters, to home in Cleveland in the hills in Claremont, California. Snoop Dogg was acquitted, basically. By the time Snoop Dogg's second album, The Dogfather, was released in November 1996, I was 5 years old at that time. The price of appearing to be a gang member living in gangster life had become very evident amongst the many notable hip hop industry deaths and convictions. There's no death Biggie, death Tupac, Easy died of AIDS, but Big and Pac got shot, so I can see how that take a toll on Snoop. Want him to change his pants. The hip hop industry definitely convinced of what the death of Snoop Dogg's friend and label mate Tupac Shakur and the record indictment of Death Row co-friend basically Suge Knight got arrested. Suge Knight, Dr. Dre had left Death Row early in 1996 because of contract dispute, so Snoop Dogg co-produced a Dogfather with Daz Jones and DJ Pooh, the one who played Red on Friday. Pop's tripping again, he want me to ask for my bike back. That's DJ Pooh that played Red, and he was in the Wasp. Mr. Kidnappers, that guy. And he was in, he produced Three Strikes. He had a little cameo picture in the back of that seat, chair. That seat when they was at the bus stop. That was DJ Pooh also. And he helped produce Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Might have to do another video with DJ Pooh with this new upgraded camera. Shot a Master 100. And the album featured distant changes of style from Dogg Style and a lead-off single, Snoop Upside Your Head, showing homage to my hometown hero, born where I'm from, North Carolina, George Clinton, the father of the P-Funk, which birthed the G-Funk, who birthed my stuff, the church funk. Future collaboration with Charlie Wilson. His name is Charlie. His first name Charlie. Last name Wilson. There goes my baby. She gonna be the one gonna have some babies. Take her to the fine things to her sister's house. That Charlie Wilson. Outstanding girl, you knock me out inside it makes you want that. Don't you know? Don't you know? Outstanding girl, you knock me out. That Charlie Wilson. The Dogfather had a somewhat softer approach to the G-Funk style. Snoop Dogg was scheduled to release an EP titled Documentary on July 8, 1997, but the album had been canceled. Despite this, a music video was released for the project. The first single, Midnight Love. Snoop Dogg realized that he was subject to the ironclad time-based contract, i.e., that Death Row particularly owned anything he produced for a number of years and resurfaced to produce any more tracks for Suge Knight on the other installment F Death Row until his contract expired. In an interview with Neil Strauss, after Neil Strauss, in 1998, Snoop Dogg said that though he had been given lavish gifts by his former label, they had withheld his royalty payments. Snoop Stephen Thomas Irving, Our Music, said after the Dogfather, Snoop Dogg began moving away from his gangster roots towards a common lyrical aesthetic. For instance, Snoop Dogg participated in 1997 at the Lollapalooza concert tour, which featured mainly alternative rock music. Troy J. Augusto of Variety noted that Snoop's set at the Lollapalooza attracted much dancing and strangely even a small mosh pit in the audience. 1998 to 2006, signed with No Limit Records and continued success. Snoop Dogg signed with Master P's. Nah, nah, nah. No Limit Social Records is Dispute Priority / EMI Records on March 1998 and debuted on the label with The Game is to be sold, not to be told. Later that year, he said that the time Snoop Dogg is universal, so he can fit into any camp, especially a camp that knows how to hand make S word. And No Limit Hands makes material that make material fit into the artist. And they know that the type of S word Snoop Dogg is supposed to be on. That's why So Tight, Sick, his other albums of No Limit Records was No Limit Top Dog. In 1999, selling over 1,510 million copies. In the last meal in 2000, one of my favorite albums, it sold over 2,101,000 copies. Ooh, that make an ugly face when he said 2,101,000 copies. In 1999, his autobiography, The Dog Father, was published. In 2002, he released the album Pay the Cost to Be the Boss. Another one of my favorite albums. And on Priority / capital EMI sell over 1,310,000 copies per unit. The album featured the hit singles from Church to the Palace and Beautiful. Just want to know you're my favorite girl. It was sold the hit singles from Church to the Palace and Beautiful. Featured guest vocals by Pharrell. In the same year, he featured in the remix of Welcome to Atlanta by Jermaine Dupri. By the stage in his career, Snoop Dogg had left behind his gangster image and embraced the pimp image. In 2004, Snoop Dogg signed with Geffen Records / Star Trek Entertainment. They tell me how you pop that Star and Susie spaceship on Bankhead. Both distributed by Interscope Records. Star Trek is headed by a producer duo, the Neptunes. Hello, the Neptunes, great producers from Virginia, the sister state of North Carolina. And you got Tennessee and Georgia. It was produced several tracks for Snoop Dogg's release, RNG, Rhythm and Gangsta, another one of my favorite albums. Masterpiece, Drop It Like It's Hard. And Last Meal, one of my favorite albums too. And featured Pharrell, his first single released from the album. It was a hit and became Snoop Dogg's first single to reach #1. And his third release was Signs, featuring Justin Timberlake and Charlie Wilson. And entered the UK chart at #2 with the highest entry in the UK. Sold over 1,730,000 copies. In the radio play television, Snoop Dogg joined Warren G and Nate Dogg to reform, the 213 and released The Hard Way in 2004. And Snoop Dogg appeared in the music video for Korn's Twisted Translator along with fellow rappers Lil Jon Exhibit and David Banner. And Snoop Dogg appeared in 2 tracks for Ice Cube's 2006 album, Laugh Now, Cry Later, Couldn't Cut the Check. And on the several tracks, the Dog Pounds, Cali is active in songs. 2007, Snoop Dogg made his history by becoming the first artist to release a track as a ringtone before the release as a single. It's the D.O.G. On July 7, 2007, Snoop Dogg performed at the Live Earth concert in Hamburg. Snoop Dogg ventured into singing for Bollywood, based as Indian Hollywood, aka the Bollywood. Anyhow, in the first ever Indian movie, Sing is King. The song also Sing is King appears in the movie as himself. Album features a song released on June 8, 2008 on Jungle Music Records. He releases Snipes to the album Eagle Trip and selling 400,000 copies. In the US, along with his first song, Sexual Eruption, clean versus Sexual Seduction. Gonna take my time. You gonna get hers, gonna get mine. Sensual Seduction. Ooh. The single peaked at #7 on the Billboard 100, featuring Snoop Dogg using the auto-tune. Album featured producer QDT, Quick Dog Teddy. Then his 10th studio album was Malice in Wonderland, released on December 8th, 2009. The first single from the song album was Gangsta Love, featuring The Dream. Then second single, I Wanna Rock, peaked at number 41. And he had feature Pronto, so Sportello was released on iPhones. December 1st, 2009, Snoop Dogg re-released the album under the name More Malice. Now, his artistry. Snoop Dogg had been mainly described as a hip hop West Coast hip hop G-funk and gangster rap artist. Cool Mo D ranks Snoop Dogg as number 33 in his book. There's a guy on the mic and says he has ultra smooth laid back delivery and flavor filled melodic rhyming. Full of perfect timing. Peter Shapiro describes Snoop Dogg's delivery as a molasses drawl. Basically, molasses like that stuff that's like jam and moves slowly. Snoop Dogg raps smoothly. So I see how the comparison work. Can folk? Woohoo. Vocabulary he keeps it real simple. It simplifies effects and simplicity. That's how I like studying out Snoop Dogg. I keep my music simple. It's smooth for y'all to enjoy and understand. But I'm smooth like Biggie. I could be poetic like Pac. But I'm funny and creative with my stories like Easy. And it adds that George Clinton funkified soul beats to it. But I'm a producer, dope school. But I got that flow and that harmony like Bone Thugs, like Bone Thugs. And Snoop Dogg known as a freestyle some of his lyrics on the spot. The book How to Rap Lady of Rage says when I worked with him early in his career, how to create stuff, he could freestyle and wasn't a writer. When he was a freestyler in the DLC state, Snoop Dogg rap was one of the take Willie, but his S word was our freestyle. He hadn't written nothing down. And he just came and started busting. And the song was the Shiznit. It was our freestyle. He started busting, and when he got to the break, Dre cut the machine off, did the chorus, and told Snoop to come back in. He did, and throughout the record, that's when Snoop Dogg was in the zone then. Personal life. Snoop Dogg married his high school sweetheart, Shantae Taylor Nee Fuller, on June 14, 1997. Sports. Snoop Dogg is an avid sports fan, including some kind of teams Los Angeles Dodgers, Los Angeles Lakers, and USC Trojans, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. In NHL hockey, he loves the Los Angeles Kings, Pittsburgh Penguins, Toronto Maple Leafs, and the Boston Bruins, as well as HL Springfield Indians in his 1994 music video Gin and Juice. Southern California, UCLA, Washington, Cal, Oregon State, Duke, and Notre Dame. Religion. Snoop Dogg was raised as a Baptist. He said his faith provided guidance as he took along with him everywhere he went in life. In his 1999 autobiography, he wrote that these days I look to God to get me through each day, to guide me on my path, and to help others along their way. He taken me this far. I've got no reason to believe he won't be with me for the rest of the ride. Charity 2005 Snoop Dogg found Snoop Youth Football League for at-risk youth in Southern California in 2018. It was claimed to be the largest youth football organization in Southern California with 50 teams and more than 1,500 players. He has since claimed the last 20 of his former pupils have gone and played in the NFL since 2017. He also won a special needs division called Snoop Special Stars, anyone 5 years or older with physical, mental, or developmental disabilities. And Snoop Dogg partners with city officials annually give away turkeys to the less fortunate in Inglewood, California. Political views and activism. Snoop Dogg, Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti, speaking on a press conference following the 2016 shooting of Dallas police officers. Snoop spoke at the funeral for Stanley Tookie Williams after he was executed in the state of California. Still, Congress Ron Paul in the Republican presidential primary. Lady said he would vote for Barack Obama in general election. On Instagram, he gave 10 reasons to vote for Barack Obama, including he a black N-word, he BFS with Jay-Z and Michelle, got a fat A-word, and 10 reasons not to vote for Mitt Romney, including he a W N-word, including he a white N-word, and that he a MF name of Mitt, he a O. Very controversial at that time. We ain't doing it. Filmography, discography, all his albums. And here we go. Before we end this show, for you, for the fofo, with lyrics of love, peace and God, Romans 1, Luke 9, Ephesians 6, Jacob, First Josh, chapter 11, and Revelation chapter 1, Genesis chapter 9, and Revelation chapter 12. Doggy Style 1993, The Dog Father 1996, The Game is to be sold, not to be told 1998, No Limit Top Dog 1999, The Last Meal 2000, Pay the Cost to Be the Boss, Charge 2002, Vitamin RNG, Vitamin Gangster, The Masterpiece 2004, Blue Carpet Treatment 2006, Ego Trip in 2008, Malice in Wonderland 2009, The Documentary 2011, Documentary 2011, Reincarnated 2013, Boost 2015, Kool-Aid 2016, Never Left 2017, The Bible of Love 2018, I Want to Thank Me 2019, From the Streets to the Suits 2021, BODR 2022, Missionary 2024, Is the Game 2025, Collaborate Studio Albums, The East Siders with the East Siders, The Group 2000, Deuces and Trays, The Old Fashioned Way with the East Siders in 2001, The Hard Way with 213, 2004, another one of my favorite albums, all these my favorites. Mac and Devil Go to High School, Wiz Khalifa 2011, the album, the movie was good. 7 Days of Funk with 7 Days of Funk 2013. For You the Fam with the Brothers Boys 2013. Cousins with Daz Dillinger 2016. Snoop Cube 40 Short with Mount Westmore 2022. And that's the story of Snoop Dogg bringing love for me and you. Make sure you like this live. Make sure you subscribe to this live. Go to @MC109, negative mark F2Z, DVC $MC, and hit that subscribe button, like, leave a comment, and share. And